again, everyone. Welcome back to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. Did you miss us? I missed us. Xan missed us, hopefully.
I missed us a lot.
Yep. So we know it's been a while. It's been about at least a month, I believe, since we last talked to you in episode 64. But here at episode 65, we're back. Yes.
We've been available though. We've been available for people to hear on, why is this a thing? And
right. So I was gonna So before we get in, we're gonna talk Twin Peaks: The Return Part 8. Yes. The big episode. We've been waiting for this. So got a light.
So excited.
Yep. So but if you've been wondering what we've been doing in our little hiatus or hiati, we've been busy. Slightly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So and this is on top of Halloween and Thanksgiving, because normally we record on Thursdays.
Yeah.
So Halloween and Thanksgiving jacked us up. Two separate weeks. My mom's birthday didn't help because it also fell on a Thursday this year.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yep. That was my mom's 83rd birthday. She turned. So, Xan decided to take a little trip.
I did.
Yep, around the world. She's all globetrotter again.
Take a little trip.
Yep.
Take a little trip.
And ended up getting a little sickly as a result.
Oh, I got the flu.
She got the mad flu, yo.
Yeah, not as bad as when I came back from Australia with the Aussie flu.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that at all. Yeah. I got the flu. I got the hash flu is what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Because it started, I went to Utrecht and Amsterdam, Holland. Right. And Amsterdam, we know, has the hash bars, the coffee houses.
That's it. That's it. I'm effing going.
Yeah, just go.
I'm effing going.
And they do put mayonnaise on their fries there. Yeah. It's pretty impressive. It's
they just drown them in that shit.
They freaking drown them in that S. So anyway, walking around, not being all into the weed culture.
Right.
I don't smoke anything, frankly, not just not smoking weed, I don't smoke anything. So walking down streets that are just filled with weed smoke was hard on my throat. So I thought it was a sore throat, but no, it turned out to be pretty rough and nasty. I missed 2 days of work. I basically was in bed from Sunday to Wednesday morning. So I think I've had 7 gallons of water in the last 4 days.
Face planted on your bed, or
pretty much. Just God love you, Disney Plus. On my phone.
But on the upside, hey, she got to see lots of Baby Yoda. So there you go.
I did. I'm loving me some Baby Yoda. I cannot stand how cute he is. Every time he comes on screen, I just yell ah!
I can't
stand it.
You totally squee over Baby Yoda.
Oh, and there's the plush that's coming out next year. It's already pre-ordered from Target.
Oh, you've already signed up?
It's it is pre-ordered. I am ready.
That's funny.
And I believe our friend Jeff Carlisle said that
you just give me all the merch.
Yeah.
All the
Jeff
Baby
Carlisle
Yoda merch.
said that the fact that there are not Baby Yoda toys ready for Christmas is the worst marketing mistake since Christmas of 1977.
Pretty much.
And he's absolutely right.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, Sears, with your special of Star Wars action figures where you got only the base.
Your early bird certificate.
Exactly. Your early bird certificate, exactly. Where you got the base, but you didn't have the action figures because, hey, they weren't made yet, and they would be coming later.
And they will ship sometime between February and May of 1978.
Yeah. Don't think I haven't forgotten that from my childhood.
Which means May.
Right. I couldn't tell you what happened to me last week, but I can damn well remember that.
You know what happened Christmas of 1977 where you're being extremely disappointed opening cardboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Sears. This is why you went under. Just saying.
Yeah.
Karma. It took 40 years, but it was all kinds of karma.
They just didn't know what they had, and I think, I can understand it because I can understand Favreau wanting to keep this a secret.
Right.
But he's got to step it up. Come on, Favreau. And I swear to God, if he kills that Baby Yoda, I am gonna
Oh, there would be, yeah.
Lose my mind.
There would be like an internet jihad or something
Oh my
going on.
God. He's gonna need
Holy
to.
war going on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I will.
Yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't.
I will come.
It will not be a prudent decision. Let's just put it that way.
I will come to your house and make 24-hour day banshee noises outside your window if you do this to me.
Happy Hogan will not be quite so happy when Xan's done with him.
No.
Yeah.
Remember when Jon Favreau?
Unhappy Hogan.
Remember when Jon Favreau tried to be the ultimate fighting champion on Friends?
No, I don't remember that.
That's what's gonna happen.
Okay. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So on the good side, though, what we were up to during this past month, one of the things we did, we finally got to see Inland Empire.
Yes, we did. Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's been a while, right? So we haven't told everybody. We finally saw Inland. Neither of us had seen Inland Empire.
Neither of us had seen Inland Empire.
So and then we went to our regular usual Lynch Fest at the Studio 35 Cinema and Draft House, and here in Columbus, and of course. It started. Well, thankfully, it didn't start at its usual.
The midnight movie had to start at 11:15 because it's so long.
Because the damn movie is 3 hours long. So yeah. So thankfully, it started at 11. But still, we don't get out of there till like 2:30, close to 3.
We got home at like 3:45, Charles. It was crazy. And I
of course had to drive all the way across town to get back to Hilliard.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
I will admit that I did doze off a couple of times.
I know you did.
But
I looked over and I'll just let her sleep.
Just let her sleep. She'll wake up in a minute. But there was a guy a couple of rows over, legit snoring.
Yeah, snoring guy. Yes.
Yeah.
Snoring guy became a thing. And of course, it's snoring guy is doing this at the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Right, when it's kind of quiet and kind of tense. And
when you're watching, obviously, a David Lynch film and you're like, okay, how does this all come together?
Right. And you're not like we ever really figured that out.
No. But you live in hope, right?
Yeah. Well, and it was funny and I said to you, Charles, I said, look, I know I've been dozing off, but if I do that, just kick me.
No, you weren't.
Just something. Yeah.
Yes. For the record, Xan was not snoring at the theater.
Snoring
guy was snoring for everybody, apparently.
I did get some weird looks because there is a scene where Laura Dern is looking for somebody and she just says, hello, and I just laughed. I just laughed out loud, and I'm like, am I the only one that watched Twin Peaks: The Return that thinks this is funny? People were looking at me weird, and I'm like,
yeah,
hello, Dougie Jones, hello, this is funny. Yeah. It's fantastic.
You should have just shouted out. You should have just shouted out, Miss Jackpots, Mrs. Jackpots, Mrs. Jackpots,
Miss Jackpots.
Yeah.
Laura Dern is amazing.
She is. She is stunning in that movie. I mean, just the range she shows, and she's fantastic in that movie. So
if you loved her before, which you should,
right,
you'll really love her in this. She's incredible.
Yeah. Now, something else we did. So we didn't record one of our episodes in the past month, but we went ahead and guest appeared on another podcast. And so we had kind of a Ghostwood crossover with the Why Is This a Thing podcast.
Yep.
With a couple of guys named Nico and Nick. So hopefully you're listening now. Hi, guys. Hopefully. And they were very kind enough to invite us on, and we got to talk Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me yet again, only this time on their podcast. As we try to
and it was interesting.
We essentially tried to explain what just happened in that movie.
Yeah, they said that they wanted to do that movie for their podcast, and they figured they should talk to somebody who knows what the hell is going on. And we're like, I don't know if we can help you guys,
but we do have a Twin Peaks podcast, so maybe.
It's still David Lynch, so we're only going to know so much about what the hell's going on. But
apparently, we fooled them enough to think that we're some kind of authority on this thing.
I think we did a good job. I think we had some answers for them, and they had some.
Yeah,
they had some general questions like, who the heck is Judy and stuff like that. And
right.
So, and it was interesting to talk to people because I don't know a lot of people who like Twin Peaks that didn't watch it originally when it first aired. And so it was interesting to see what I mean, I don't want to say a new generation, but they kind of are. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's okay. You know, the
I don't
the next generation of Twin Peaks fans.
I don't want to feel old, but I feel old.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so it's nice to see what
yeah.
what people who didn't
what their perspective is, I think.
yeah, what people who chose to seek it out on home video or Netflix thought of it.
Yeah.
So it was very cool. It is if you want to link to it,
Yeah.
it's on our page.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually
very entertaining.
I pinned it to the top of the page, so you should be able to find it easily if you want to check it out. And we had a lot of fun. So thanks to everybody. You know, thanks to Nico and Nick for having us on Why Is This a Thing? So give them a little love. Check us out there.
Yep.
And then you could come right back, and because obviously we're going to have more Ghostwood for you. But
yeah, we're going to have Ghostwood.
Yeah. So it only took us a month, but we're back and we're ready to talk some more Twin Peaks. So I just thought I'd give everybody a little update about where the hell we've been.
Well, people understand, and we're going to be gone for a lot of this month too, because
the
it's
holidays.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And Rise of Skywalker comes out on a Thursday, and that podcast.
There's another Thursday, but it's the end of the Star Wars Skywalker saga. So
podcast is eternally canceled for Star Wars premieres.
Yeah.
Just those are the rules.
Right.
Yeah.
So so that's what we're doing a couple of Thursdays from now, 2 Thursdays from now. But
and I will say, Charles, yes. Mike, I wanted to tell you something. Mike McGrainer mentioned that
Mike McGrainer, the guy who's hosting the
director's series at Studio 35,
the David Lynch
series.
Yeah.
He mentioned that because there is no Blu-ray available in the United States for Inland Empire, that his preference is the German one.
Okay.
I looked in Holland, I could not find it, so we're gonna have to do Amazon.co.de, I think.
Oh, so, dear. All right. Well, I appreciate you looking into that.
Yeah, I looked. Believe me.
Too bad. All right.
I know.
That's one that Criterion needs to hurry up and release.
Criterion needs to do that one big time.
Yeah. That would be lovely. I would totally buy that. Now that I've actually seen it. So, all right. So, obviously, we're going to talk Return Part 8. So, it looks like Xan's queuing up her Blu-ray player. And so let me get my special secondary earphones jacked in. See if I can remember how to do this since it's been a month.
Have you ever jacked in? Have you ever wire tripped? I don't know if anybody else remembers
Johnny Mnemonic?
No, Strange Days.
Oh, was it Strange Days? I always get the
Strange Days.
I mean, they're pretty much the same damn movie, so.
No, they're not the same movie.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it was my answering machine. The
Ray Fiennes versus Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
So.
And we all know who the winner of that game is.
Yeah.
When that movie. No. I mean, yeah, when he's Duke Kaboom, maybe. But anyway, when that movie came out.
John Wick, thank you very much.
I love Duke Kaboom so much. When that movie came out, my answering machine message said, "Hi, everybody. Strange Days is in the theaters still, so I'm not home. I'll talk to you later."
Nice.
Because I could not wait for that movie.
That was a fun movie, though. I did see it.
Oh yeah, it's excellent. All right, so
we're for those of you playing the home game, I am pause on the 1 minute 32 second black screen of death and ready to go. So if you're ready, we will do this in 3, 2, 1. Doink.
Play. All right. See, the interesting thing about this episode is
it blows your freaking mind.
That's why. So we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
really wing it here a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wing it.
So here we have Mr. C and Ray.
Yeah, this can't be good.
Rolling.
Yeah, this is gonna get a little bit gross here, kids. So. Yes. If you ever wondered why your parents tell you to keep wash your hands,
right?
This is going to be why. So, yeah, Mr. C is
yeah. So what's it
following?
Yeah, basically, he's figured out that they're being tracked by the prison that they just escaped from.
Right. And so he just throws the phone out the window, and
throws them off the trail. Essentially, throws it
yeah.
onto another truck. So now they're tracking another truck.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. And Ray is trying to like kind of suck up to him because Ray and Daria have been trying to double cross him, and he's kind of figured that out. I think. Maybe not just yet.
But unknown to Ray, Daria's dead. So
Daria's dead.
Daria's
unfortunately. I liked Daria.
I did too. I thought she should have lasted at least a couple more episodes.
Yeah, I liked her. I thought she was.
She had potential.
Her death was very kind of terrifying. It was very tense and scary.
It was. And very brutal in that kind of Laura Palmer way, a little bit.
Yeah, very much so. You have something I want, Ray.
Brooding atmospheric music.
There is something else that you have that I want. Let's go back to the Batman quotes.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, he took the film.
You weigh a little more than 108.
Oh, really?
How rude.
So hey, don't lie about your weight when somebody is trying to use a grappling hook to get you away from murderers.
Like, he asked you specifically, how much did you weigh? And it was obviously for that purpose.
Just put 200 down. Just get us out of here as fast as possible.
Overestimate.
Yeah, seriously. I don't care, man. So Ray is trying to figure out how to get on Mr. C's good side, but he's also trying to bribe him at the same time, which is probably not the best idea. Because I don't quite know.
Presumably, they think they're going to the farm, or at least Mr. C thinks they're going to the farm.
Yeah, well, the subtitles say that this music is foreboding.
Foreboding, yes.
And
here we have the traditional David Lynch headlight shot.
Every time I
down
see
a dark road.
Yeah, every time I see these headlight shots, I hear David Bowie's "I'm Deranged" in the back of my head.
Would David Lynch have a career if he drove down a road that had street lights?
I think
not.
No, I don't. I wouldn't want to see that David Lynch movie, frankly.
Nope. It's always better when it's headlights into the dark.
And soon it was real country dark, my droogies. Oh, my brothers. All right.
And suddenly a raccoon jumps out.
Yeah, seriously. I would not be surprised if that happened.
With David Lynch, it'd probably be a bunny. But
so, Charles, I legitimately forgot that this was in this episode.
What? Oh, this road scene?
Yeah. Because this is the most normal part of this episode.
It is.
This episode goes crazy real fast.
This part you could actually show your parents or something, and maybe they would be intrigued. And then, Ray decides to take a leak, and then this is where it all goes to hell.
This is where it all and then we had no idea what we were in for here, kids.
Then we go full David Lynch.
So I would like to do a little public service announcement here.
Okay.
Men, if you could please, just for once in your lives, act like civilized human beings and like pee in a toilet, that would be fabulous.
Well, they're in a remote area where there's no toilet. You got to go where you want them to go, like in a cup.
I think he needs to hold it until they get to the convenience store.
Sometimes the bladder does what the bladder does.
Yeah, well, you know what? Some of us know how to hold that because we have no options. All right.
All right. Well, some of us can't help it.
Some of us were given a gift and we use it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying. I'm sick of boys that just pee everywhere. Drives me crazy. Yeah. So we're gonna.
He's not peeing. He's just marking his territory.
Well, here's the thing. He also just basically wants to get Cooper out of the car.
Tricked you, effer.
So he can just shoot him.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah. And here's the thing. When this first aired,
he was pretty clever about it.
He was. Yeah, he was pretty clever about it. I was thinking, yeah, shoot him. And then I'm like, wait, no, maybe we still need this body. Like, I didn't quite
Right.
know what we needed. So,
And
okay, now it gets, those little,
and then and then things got weird slightly.
Yeah, then it just gets weird.
Then it just gets a little weird.
Yeah, so let's put our hands in the dirt.
Right.
And then go digging around in his body. What do you think?
Digging in the dirt to find the places we got hurt. Yep.
Stay with me, I need support. Anyway, so yeah, now we're just ripping him open and rubbing blood and dirt all over his face. And again, I'm thinking when we first saw this.
Right. Well, what the hell's just happening?
First of all, what the hell's going on?
Right.
And then second of all, I just realized I need to just wait this out and see what's going to happen.
And now like hobo guys are dancing around Mr. C's body. And we're just kind of freaking out because we're thinking, wait, doesn't Dale Cooper need that body? Doesn't he need to get back in that body?
Right. And I'm not sure, does he need this body?
Right.
Or does he need Dougie Jones's body? Because this is technically Cooper's body. This is the body that came out of the Black Lodge 25 years ago.
Right. So we're kind of still rooting at this point, I think, that we're still hoping that Cooper will somehow get back in his own body, aren't we?
And see, that's what I was thinking was going to happen, that maybe the Woodsmen were pulling Cooper out.
Right.
Or they were pulling Mr. C out, and then what we were going to be left with was actual Cooper. Right. So I'm still thinking, and then I realized something's coming out of his chest.
Yeah. So Ray, understandably, is freaking the hell out right now.
Ray is not quite sure what's going on, and if you can't quite tell because you're looking away from the screen because you're terrified, that is in fact Bob.
Yeah, it's
inside of the orb.
Basically, it's a Bob bowling ball he's pulling out of his chest.
Which you know how like people put faces on bowling balls and stuff.
Right.
I think we should get a Bob bowling ball.
I don't know why they didn't offer that on the Showtime store, the Twin Peaks store on Showtime's website.
I would have paid like $500 for that.
I would too, because for one thing, you just throw Bob down a lane and have it strike some pins.
Yeah, seriously.
That would be amazing. How cool would that be?
And every time I would roll my ball, I'd be like, let's rock.
And then you could get the alternate golden ball so that you could be like Senorita Dido.
Oh, with the Laura gold ball?
And you hold it up before you throw it down the lane every time.
Yeah.
How great would that be?
Oh, that would be I want
to cut of that merchandising, people, because I don't
even want to cut. I just want like 5 balls.
There you go.
I just want a lifetime supply of balls. And because I keep it balls. Here's the thing about bowling, Charles. I love bowling. I never go.
Right.
I don't know why I don't go.
I would like to go because I can't go anymore because Lori's hand, her wrist, her arthritis doesn't allow her.
Oh, that sucks.
To bowl anymore, and she used to love to bowl.
Oh yeah, I love going bowling. So okay, that's what we'll do. We'll go bowling. Lori can come with us and eat pizza.
Yeah, we could do like she could do like the skee ball type bowling over there at Pins.
Oh yeah,
at Pins.
Duck pin. Yeah, the duck pin bowling.
The duck pin bowling. She can do that.
I'm not playing duck pin bowling at Pins. That's where we play pinball. All right.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I would love to go bowling.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should do a bowling night.
I'll just get like a
golden ball. You get like a golden ball. That'd be fantastic.
I'm just gonna like tape a picture of Bob to the bowling ball and pretend like I.
That would be. If we do that, we have to take a picture of that. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, seriously.
One picture as it's rolling down.
All right.
Oh.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The
Roadhouse is proud to welcome the 9 Inch Nails.
The 9 Inch Nails, which I have a feeling that Trent Reznor called up David Lynch and he said, "I don't care. I want in your movie. I don't care how you do it.
Well,
I want in Twin Peaks. I want to be in Twin Peaks somehow."
It's kind of hard because remember, this isn't the first time that Lynch and 9 Inch Nails have collaborated.
No, it is not.
Because this was something I was going to say for a little trivia section.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, they previously contributed to David Lynch's film Lost Highway.
Yep.
And David Lynch also directed the music video for their single "Came Back Haunted."
I don't even know that song. I'll have to find that video.
Yeah, so it's Came Back Haunted if you're looking for it.
I should be a bigger Nine Inch Nails fan, because
Right.
he's kind of got started in Cleveland and stuff like that. But
Right.
I never quite got into it. And it's like there are some
I like
songs I love. Like
I like Nine Inch Nails. I actually have several of their albums,
okay.
but I'm not familiar with that single, so I'm gonna have to look at that. I might have.
Yeah.
It might be one that I've heard before, but I just can't associate with the name.
One that you skip over, like the song "Hurt" is one of the greatest songs of any song in the history of songs. But I never got into Nine Inch Nails.
And yet Johnny Cash did it better.
Oh my gosh, Johnny Cash can do just about anything better.
Exactly. Seriously, I do prefer. As much as I love the Nine Inch Nails version, Johnny Cash's version's better.
Just his stripped down version in his low voice.
Right, and all those years of that gravitas he brings.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I would say when it comes to covers of Hurt, Johnny Cash is my favorite, and oh my God, I can't even think of his name.
Who? What does he sing?
That comedian who started out as a doctor, now he's a comedian. I can't think of it. When he does it in The Hangover 3, I think it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
What is that guy's name?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to look him up.
I have to look him up. But anyway, so
yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
So I actually like. Now, what did you think of the song here, the performance?
I think it's exactly what I would expect from a Roadhouse performance.
Yeah.
I feel like this looks like what I would expect to see at the Roadhouse, at this Roadhouse in particular.
Right.
He looks like one of the Bookhouse Boys, and
right.
It's atmospheric lighting, and everybody's kind of getting down, and I think I think this is perfect.
Well, especially with David Lynch, this is we have an industrial band, Nine Inch Nails, doing industrial music, and obviously David Lynch is all about that.
Yep.
So this is essentially like the kind of the match we'd always wanted to see. And it's when I think it's obviously one of the big highlights on the soundtrack.
Well, and the thing is that, when I think about when Twin Peaks aired and when Pretty Hate Machine came out, it was kind of around the same time and kind of the same, the same crowd was listening to the same stuff. I mean, like I said, I was not into that record, but it sort of felt like Twin Peaks and Pretty Hate Machine sort of swept through my high school.
Right.
So I think they're a good match. And I do love the soundtrack to Lost Highway, so I think David Lynch and Trent Reznor are a good match as well.
Right.
Oh, Ken Young. I can't his
Ken
name.
Young. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He does it on karaoke. He does karaoke of it in The Hangover 3. And it's really funny.
I've never seen Hangover 3. I've seen Hangover 1, but I haven't seen Hangover 2 or 3.
2's okay. 3 is really good. 3 is as good as the first one. I think it's great. All right.
I do kind of think that Trent Reznor looks a little bit like Bono here, though.
I think he's probably trying. I don't know if he's.
But Bono did that look first. I'm just saying.
Bono you have short hair, sunglasses, leather jacket. You're gonna look like Bono.
Pretty much.
But yeah, Nine Inch Nails. That's an Ohio thing, kids.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, and hey, Mr. C's back.
So here I'm thinking, okay, well, at least his body's still all right, but what the hell happened?
So essentially we have Nine Inch Nails to blame for bringing Mr. C back.
Okay, so just forget...
The healing powers of Nine Inch Nails.
Now we're just going to forget everything.
Yeah. Okay, so now...
Any concept of being linear.
July 16th, 1945, White Sands, New Mexico, 5:29 a.m., Mountain Western Time.
And
here we have the very first atomic bomb explosion.
I was going to say, Charles, what is this date again? Please tell me.
This date is July 16th, 1945, in White Sands, New Mexico.
No, I mean, but what really historically was this?
This is the very first atomic bomb detonation.
Right.
Yeah.
But I thought there was more to it.
No, that's it.
All right.
It's kind of important as it is.
Yeah, no, it's pretty it's pretty important. Yeah.
So what we're hearing now is the Threnody for the victims of Hiroshima, composed by Krzysztof Penderecki. Penderecki, yes, excuse me, thank you. Performed by the Warsaw National Philharmonic. So, if you're wondering what this piece is.
Yeah, that's what this piece is. This is not a...
And thankfully, they did include this on the score.
They did, which I thought was great.
Yep, so I did appreciate that.
So, yeah, because...
So, in case you're wondering what a cool Twin Peaks screensaver would look like in black and white, here you go.
This is it.
This is it. And I kind of how that, like the explosion right here kind of looks a little bit like a skull.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. In the immortal words of Robert Oppenheimer, behold, the world will never be the same.
Yep.
This, by the way...
Oppenheimer, you have a lot to answer for, by the way.
He kind of does. This, by the way,
I'm just saying.
Tremendously angers Ray Wise, as well it should everyone, frankly.
Intense atmospheric whooshing, by the way.
Yeah, intense whooshing. What's interesting is that the atomic bomb has made such an indelible mark on Japanese culture.
Right.
Without it, we wouldn't have Godzilla, things like that. But there are a lot of Japanese stories where people look up at the sky and then they're changed. It's really fascinating. There's a Japanese horror movie called Uzumaki. Right. And it really is that they look up in the sky and they see something strange swirls in the sky and then they mutate. A
lot of the citizens were blinded by the explosion.
Blinded, melted, mutated.
Right. Exactly. Deformed, fused by the heat.
It was unconscionably horrific.
Yeah.
And it's, not the United States' finest moment. Thank you very much.
Nope.
Yeah.
Although you have to wonder though why Japan didn't surrender after the first atomic bomb.
Yeah, well,
So here we have, and I have to do this, so apologies. I hope you understand why I had to do that. Yes, I know I'm a huge Doctor Who geek, but that's immediately what came to mind when I saw this for the first time.
I can totally see that. I can totally see that.
It's the Doctor Who opening credits, you guys.
Yeah. This is a perfect example of
This would make great Doctor Who credits, by the way.
Of how nature can be simultaneously beautiful and horrifying at the same time.
And you notice how we go into color once we go inside the explosion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's still pretty horrifying. I mean, not that Japan is off the hook for what they did.
Right.
But we should not have done this either.
No.
This was a terrible thing.
This was a mistake on both sides.
This was a mistake of,
right.
Gargantuan proportions.
Yeah.
So this was not.
Yeah, this is when you're faced with an enemy that refuses to surrender, and you feel like the only way to prevent more deaths is to kill a whole bunch of people.
To kill all of their of their civilians. You just stop.
Yeah.
Oh look, is that a convenience store?
It could be. They lived above it.
See, that's the thing I don't understand is how do you live above that?
Well, there's kind of a room. Well, maybe eventually they build a second story.
That's what I'm thinking. They build a second story up there.
That's what I think. Because we saw
we did
Cooper go up the stairs.
We saw him go up the stairs.
So So maybe originally it was just a one-story gas station, but then they kind of in convenience store. But they must build like an upper room somewhere. I've been to one of their meetings.
Yeah, we know that Philip Jeffries has been to one of their meetings. So yeah, this kids is where you just sit back and you watch David Lynch. Just let him do his thing.
Right.
You don't have to really
And if you've seen something like this before, I would like to know where.
Yeah, I would like to know what it is, because we are now within the most beautiful 20 minutes of television you'll ever see in your
And it's very cool because he's essentially what he's doing, he's doing like kind of like static images that animating them, almost like stop motion animation.
Mm-hmm.
But using live people, of course, in the live background.
Yep.
At this point, you're kind of learning, well, is there something wrong with my TV?
No, there's nothing wrong with your TV.
No, just David Lynch happened to your TV.
We should probably have a
disclaimer.
Disclaimer for seizures for this. This is pretty bad.
Yeah, this is trigger warning for epileptic seizures.
Yeah, pretty much.
But to be fair, we didn't make it. We're just reviewing it.
Yeah, we're just reviewing it. So
it's not our fault. It's not our fault.
No, it's definitely not our fault.
They told us they fixed it.
They trusted them. Well, see, there's an upstairs. Look, see off to the side, there's an upstairs, but to what? Just the roof?
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
We'll find out. Or maybe it's hidden from view. I don't know.
All right, kids, I don't care how low on gas you are. Just keep going.
Right.
Don't stop here.
Yeah, really? That's like, why don't you just like call for a taxi or something? Don't. This is like the gas station from hell.
Gas station from hell. Yeah, and if you have to pee and this is in a convenience store, you can then it's okay to pee in the woods.
Yes.
That's the only time.
This is the only exception for peeing in the woods rule. Oh, guess who's back? It's Judy, everybody.
It's Jaude.
We're not going to talk about Jaude.
We're gonna keep her out of it.
And it looks like she's barfing up something.
Garmen Bozia.
Exactly. And apparently we're going to kind of zoom in on the Garmen Bozia.
I've seen this ball before.
Oh, look who's that! It's Bob.
Yeah, I've seen that ball before.
So essentially, what we get the inference here is that Jaude gave birth to Bob.
Is the mother of Bob.
The mother of Bob, exactly. So essentially, she gives birth to the evil in these woods. Now, where she come from? Apparently, do you think she was created by the nuclear explosion?
No, I think she's ancient.
Or just I kind of think that's apparently the nuclear explosion rips a hole in our reality that allowed Jaude to cross over into this universe.
So what you're saying, Charles, is that the Phantom Zone might be cracked by a nuclear explosion in space?
It's happened before.
1981.
I'm just saying.
I wish you hadn't asked me that. I didn't say anything. Mm-hmm. Personally, Charles?
Yes.
I would rather have the death penalty than be put in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the Phantom Zone is forever until you either get out or something happens to the zone.
Yeah, it keeps you alive. I think that's worse than a death penalty.
It's essentially, and you have to exist in this ghostly state. So yeah, it's essentially hellish torment.
It's horrific. Yeah, there's absolutely
way to go, Jor-El.
Jor-El, he acts like he's so high and mighty.
Right.
But he's been known to disagree with the council before.
Troublemaker. So here we have the Purple Ocean.
Be voice in the New Order. Oh, the Purple Ocean.
Yep. And we know where that takes us, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. It's the Lodge on the Rock.
Yep. Which may or may not be the White Lodge.
It's the White Lodge.
It's the White Lodge because we don't know.
I have declared it.
Yeah. Because for one thing, until they give us a better White Lodge, I'm calling it the White Lodge.
This is the White Lodge.
This is the White Lodge.
Well, because the giant is there.
Right.
That's
but he's not
the fireman.
He's the fireman. Yeah.
Still, he's there, and I feel like.
Yeah, that's the White Lodge.
Oh, by the way, Charles, did I tell you that I noticed the other day when I was watching Smokey and the Bandit that the waiter, the the old waiter from
No,
the Great Western is in
Hank
Smokey
Warden
and the
or whatever
Bandit.
his name is. Is it a Hank
He's
Warden? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Smokey and the Bandit.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's only in it for like a second. There's an episode. There's this scene where the bandit is trying to hide from Buford T. Justice.
Yep.
And there's a convoy that
yes,
wraps him in. He's one of those truck drivers.
That's right.
He's one of those truck drivers.
I think I know exactly the scene you're talking about.
And it's so obviously him too. You're like, holy crap!
I love that movie. It's one of my guilty pleasures.
It's so good.
It's so good. especially after watching Archer. It makes you appreciate that movie even more. The Burt Reynolds episode and
oh my God! What, he has an erection? That is Archer, by the way. That is not Smokey and the Bandit
or Twin Peaks.
No. No.
Although that would be a hell of a Twin Peaks quote.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of windows here in the White Lodge.
No, it's very, very not so scenic. I can't imagine the real estate value is very high here.
Well,
you do have that ocean, like it's an ocean view.
It's a waterfront view, but it's
it's like you get to look down a long corridor that's completely dark.
I don't know how many times a day the ferry comes by, and I don't think the schools are very good.
No, they should just and there's no sun deck.
No, seriously. Well, I don't think there's any sun.
No, there's no sun to deck. Exactly.
All right, so here we have the
one of Xan's favorite characters,
Philip Jeffries' Tin Machine, and Senorita Dido, played by the amazingly talented and gorgeous Joy Nash.
Yes.
And
as we rock out to the tunes of Slow 30s Room.
Slow 30s Room, yeah. And Charles?
Yes?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I want all this furniture. All of it. All of it.
I'd like to at least know where you could get that carpet.
Seriously.
Yeah. Now, essentially the setting is like an old-timey movie theater.
Yeah. It is like an old-timey movie theater, and she's in the loungy, parlory part of that. Right.
And obviously, with the Slow 30s Room, you kind of get a 30s vibe from it.
Yup.
A lot of Art Deco, too, a little bit in here.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. And I would love to dress up like this for Halloween, but where am I going to get a dress with all those sparklies on it? And I am not making that.
All the sequins?
I am not making that.
Yeah. If you could rent it, that would be one thing. But
oh my gosh.
That is a serious cosplay attempt right there.
That is some serious cosplay.
Right. It's like, can I do like Senorita Dido, but in like a hoodie and some jeans or something?
Can I do Senorita Dido like on laundry day?
Right.
Yes, it is the giant.
The Fireman.
Who, by the way, is in...
Or question mark.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Carel Struycken is in Dr. Sleep.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in Dr. Sleep.
That's another movie I need to see. How was that?
Shout out,
right?
By the way, to one of our listeners, Goldie Brown, who did dress up like this for Halloween.
Right.
Who is way more ambitious than I am with costumes.
I saw the photo. She was stunning.
Yeah, she's very impressive.
Very impressive.
Dr. Sleep is fantastic, by the way.
Cool. Yeah, I remember you telling me now that you said it was a worthy sequel to The Shining.
The movie. Do not
yes.
expect it to be a sequel to the book.
And I'm okay with that.
And do not expect it to be exactly like the Dr. Sleep book. So.
I'm more loyal to the movie than the book anyway, so that works for me.
It's a 50-50 for me, for sure. And it's the same with Dr. Sleep. I love the book and I love this movie.
Now, I have to admit, at this point going, we just answer the damn phone.
Yeah, please answer the damn phone. And I think Senorita Dido's looking at him too, like, you walked in here.
Well, now you know where you got the name Ma Bell, I guess. Because that's one freaking big bell.
Yeah. I think this thing looks like this looks like Scout's ham costume from the end of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
Just watch To Kill a Mockingbird again and look at her papier-mâché ham costume. It's kind of shaped the same way.
That's trippy.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie, but I don't quite recall that costume. I have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll take your word for it. I love this staircase, by the way,
Oh my God. All the furniture, all the
because
carpets,
I
everything.
I really love old-timey movie theaters.
I love, well, I love the 30s,
Yeah.
just in general. The 1930s, I love the style, I love the clothes, I love the film, I love the music, I love everything culturally about, well, not the racism and the sexism and stuff like
Yeah,
that, but,
not so much. There's
or
certain
the,
things of the 30s and 40s that
yeah,
we could live without. Yes.
right, yeah, I don't like the racism, I don't like the sexism, I don't
Yeah.
like the economic downturn,
Yeah.
I don't like the prohibition, any of that kind of stuff.
I'm cool with the creation of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, though. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
That
Yeah, I'm
works.
good with that. Yeah, but
Captain America, that's good.
the films, the music, the
Yeah.
style, the literature, a lot of it's so great.
Yeah. On the arts, fantastic. On the socials end, not so much.
No, not so much,
Yeah,
really.
women expected to like have
I will say though,
dinner prepare for their husbands, and
yeah,
yep.
I will say though, in Hollywood there was a lot more going on with women filmmakers in the 30s until the studio system laid the hammer down. Damn you, Louis B. Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's a jackass.
Yep.
So now we're gonna go.
Dead jackass though.
Thank God.
All right. So here we have the fireman. Apparently he's getting the coming attractions.
Yep.
Watching the first atomic bomb explosion.
He's seeing what we're seeing. So I am assuming
Mm-hmm.
this is taking place as he's watching it. I'm assuming that it's 1945 in the lodge right now.
I think though he's fast forwarding through the highlights here. So I think he's able to kind of go back through time, view this thing is like a time viewer.
Okay.
That this is my theory here, that he can view past events. And like right here, he's isolating. It's kind of like a super VCR, and so he's going back and he's going like, okay, here's the moment where Bob was created. We got to do something about this.
But I still think this is like the recap of the nightly news. I think this just happened.
Okay.
I think this is them being notified that this is what's going on.
Well, that was obviously what the bell was for. It's like, hey.
Yeah. Like, hey.
It's like the fireman signal.
Right. It's the fireman. It's the fireman signal. It's the Commissioner Gordon just called.
Yep. It should be under a giant cake dish, though.
On the fireman phone.
Hello, Commissioner.
Have you been to Up and Away Comics? They're in Cincinnati. Their location that is in what used to be a home builder's office and storefront. No. It's huge because it used to be like a gallery for homes. They have an entire room that is just dedicated to look like Bruce Wayne's office. It's awesome.
Nice. That is nice.
It's got the bust of Shakespeare and the phone under the cake dish and everything. It's fantastic.
Sweet. I would be totally into that.
Oh my God, it's so great.
So here's Joy Nash taking a little stroll across the theater.
Yep.
And while her husband, boyfriend, whatever, the fireman,
just her
significant other. Let's just put it.
No,
that
I don't even think they're a couple. I think they just are both of the lodge. You know.
Got it.
They're not necessarily together. They're
roommates, lodge mates.
They are partners in the White Lodge. They both have their roles to play.
They're lodgers.
Lodgers, yes, that's our.
There we go.
So now she knows that it is her time to shine, as indicated here by the spotlight.
It's like, okay, the fireman's kind of doing his little levitation thing.
He's doing his levitation brain thing.
Right.
So this is
where he has this kind of weird energy coming out of his mind.
I could do that eye makeup pretty easily, though.
Yeah. I love the look on her face here.
She is unbelievably amazing.
This kind of look of wonder and amazement.
Just this look of like almost horror, but almost amazement, and she's enthralled, but she's worried.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. She's fantastic. So this is where I start to think
she's going. He's so dreamy.
Well, it's not him.
I know.
It's what's in his ether.
Yeah, what he's projecting.
And so this is where I'm thinking that the White Lodge is where, on some level, Laura is from the White Lodge as the counterpart,
right,
to Bob.
So we kind of wonder here as they're in the process of creating Laura Palmer. Essentially, it's kind of, I'm guessing that Laura was created as the antithesis to Bob.
Exactly. And it's not necessarily Laura at first, but it's...
So like either they're trying to balance the universe by creating her to offset Bob's evil with her goodness.
They're creating something that they can send to Earth that will be a counterpart to Bob.
Yeah.
And how it's going to take form over the next, 45 years, I'm not 100% sure. But it has to do with Laura.
So we have this nice golden globe.
Yep.
No pun intended.
Which, all these people should have won, frankly.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a little bit of trivia. This episode got at the 70th Primetime Emmys, nominated for limited series categories of Outstanding Cinematography, Outstanding Single Camera Picture Editing, Outstanding Sound Editing, and Outstanding Sound Mixing, and didn't win a single one.
And there's Laura. That's why I think this, because Laura's right in there. Yep. Yeah, it didn't win Jack, which is ridiculous.
So F you Emmys.
F you Emmys.
But here's a sweet little kiss, getting the little blessing from Senorita Dido.
Yep. And now she's going to send it through the horn.
Yep.
And down to Earth.
Go round the horn.
Get Harry on the horn.
Get Harry on the horn. And into something that's kind of like right out of the Hudsucker Proxy. Tell me I'm wrong there.
This moment of silence has been duly noted on your time card.
Some really, really trippy saxophone there.
Yep. We're going to spit the horn. Well, it's the nicest weather Earth has ever had.
Exactly.
And we're gonna
just gonna spit that out.
Yep, we're gonna go through the screen and outside.
And then it ends up in Smallville in the Kent farm.
We could say as a child of my cousins in North Dakota, recently orphaned.
That's fantastic. I am in awe of you.
Awe or pity? I can't quite tell.
Martha Clark Kent.
Are you thinking what I think you're thinking?
Yeah, exactly. I love Glenn Ford in that scene.
Oh, he's so great in that.
Yeah.
All right.
1945, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54,
56.
August 5th.
In the New Mexico desert.
New Mexico desert. Actually the birth date of my dog Coop, who passed away sadly.
Oh. Oh, 1956, I'm not surprised.
Not in 1956, but
I'm just kidding.
The day.
I'm just being a dork.
It's all right.
And this is, remember those little egg-like things that were in the Garmin Bozia that had the ball in it?
Yep.
Well, they're these little creepy
crawly
frog bugs.
Yeah, what everybody's calling frog moths.
Frog moths. That's kind of
the name for them. That
is
being used in various articles I've been researching.
Frog moth is good. I like
frog moth. Yeah,
I like frog moth.
Because we're kind of thinking, well, okay, it's some kind of frog, and then you're like, what the hell?
What the hell is this thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like kind of a bug, but then it has like legs.
Yeah.
Like frog legs. No, this is really a frog moth. This is totally true.
Yep. So it's a frog moth.
Yeah, and either way, it probably doesn't like the sand.
Yeah, it's hard to get kind of traction when you're a frog moth.
Yeah. Well, you're a damn moth. Fly out of there.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, he's just hatched. He's not quite ready for those wings
Yeah,
yet.
they have to dry out a little bit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when birds walk.
Right.
It's like, why are you bothering?
Maybe I didn't feel like it today, okay?
Maybe I just didn't feel like flying. Okay, Brenda.
Get off my back already.
You know what's just going to happen, right? When I do fly, I'm just going to totally poop on you.
Yeah, you don't want the frog moth pooping on you.
Yeah.
No, that'd be nasty.
So
here we are with kind of, for a moment there, made me think of the gas station, but it's not.
Yeah, and this is obviously New Mexico with the mountains, I'm assuming.
Right.
So.
Unless, this was renovated, rebuilt. But
I don't know. Maybe something now. There's
a second story.
Now there's a story up top. Or I also thought maybe this was Big Ed's gas farm, but I don't think we're there yet.
So here we have the new characters, boy and girl. Great names.
Well,
Although girl, we kind of have an idea of who she is later on.
And, yeah, we figure out later on that this is Sarah Palmer before she's Sarah Palmer.
Young Sarah Palmer.
And I've always wondered, is this Leland Palmer?
I don't think it's Leland.
See, it's weird because
didn't they meet in college or something? I forget where they met, but
yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't think it's Leland, but it is definitely her. I agree.
Yeah.
And we kind of get an idea a little bit after this episode of what the hell's going on with Sarah Palmer.
Do you really want to F with this?
And now things get really unsettling.
Yeah, now it gets gross and violent, you guys. So
hang on, kids. We're going for a ride.
Yeah, just be careful. God, these guys are creepy. These woodsmen?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez Louise.
It's like, you want to light this scene a little better? It's like the
No, I don't want to see them.
It's the Battle of Winterfell in the Game of Thrones final season. I can't see a damn thing.
Oh yeah, the Battle of Winterfell.
And that guy won an Emmy for that. I'm just saying.
And this didn't win Jack. Whatever, Emmys.
Right, pretty much.
Whatever.
Ominous scratching noise, you guys.
Okay, you guys, if somebody comes up to you and looks like this,
right, just drive.
Just keep driving. Just keep driving.
Don't look, just drive.
Just drive. We got something.
I ain't saying what it is.
What?
Trust me.
Trust me.
I love that scene. That is one of my all-time favorites movie scenes. Seriously.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. No, I don't. Close the door and drive away.
Oh, God, it's a homeless person. Roll up the window, Harold.
No, it's not just that it's a homeless person. It's that it's like four guys lightning out of nowhere, right. And they talk like robots.
Oh, and apparently, like the driver's wife is now like screaming in David Lynch distorted audio.
Yeah. See, drive.
Kind of like sounding like a wounded animal going.
Yeah, it's really terrifying.
Kind of like that same sound that Laura made, or no, I'm sorry, Maddie made when Leland killed her.
A little bit.
Right?
Yeah, that it is very reminiscent of that noise. Agreed.
Thank you. Oh, it looks like, and you almost kind of like wait for Michael Jackson to come out in the Thriller video.
Seriously. Yeah. No, really, we're out of gas.
I'm not like the other guys.
That's why I love you. Get away. Oh, I don't want to do the whole Thriller video because I will. As much as I hate Michael Jackson, that's a Rick Baker and John Landis masterpiece. Thank you very much.
Right. Yes, the same geniuses behind American Werewolf in London.
Hell yes, it is.
So respect where it's due.
And, Vincent Price and the late, great Rod Temperton.
Right. So you got to at least give Michael Jackson credit for going for quality.
Surrounding himself with decent people.
Talented people.
Yep.
I give him that. He chose wisely.
I would like to think that if this were made about 15 years ago, this would have been Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I would hope not, because hopefully we get a better actress. Ooh.
I love Natalie Portman. I think she's great.
I don't think she's after the prequels. No.
You can only do so much with the material you're given.
That's true, but
yeah,
horrible acting in that one.
No, it's a horrible script.
I agree.
I don't think it's her fault.
Well, she didn't help. Some people can elevate material.
Well, the only person who even remotely pulled that script out of their ass was Ewan McGregor.
This true.
This
is true.
Even Ian McDiarmid was kind of crappy in that one.
Yeah. Although I did like her in V for Vendetta.
She's amazing in V for Vendetta.
Exactly.
And she's amazing in Black Swan, even though that movie's terrible.
As Evie. Yeah, she's...
Yeah. I can't stand that movie, but she's good in it.
That movie makes my wife Lori so mad at Natalie Portman. She's never recovered.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's never recovered.
Oh.
She hates Natalie Portman.
Really? Because of Black Swan?
Yes.
What happened in Black Swan other than that movie being terrible?
I don't know, but apparently it just completely turned her off, Natalie Portman. She is not Team Natalie anymore.
Oh, I'm still Team Natalie. I just don't ever want to see Black Swan again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're not talking about Twin Peaks right now, you guys, because nothing is really going on.
Yeah. So we'll get there. I mean, this was going to be a little bit of a struggle, you have to admit, because we don't have a lot of dialogue to feed off of.
I don't feel bad about our digressions on this one, Charles.
No. So apologies if you're not into the digression. Oh, now we have the platters. My prayer.
Platters, my prayer.
Yep. And songbirds are singing.
So we know that this is west of the Rockies because it starts with a K.
KJPK in Cincinnati. Oh.
No, it'd be a W.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah. Is it west of the Rockies or west of the Mississippi?
I think it's west of the Mississippi.
I can't remember.
I believe.
But that's what it is.
I could be wrong, but that's what I believe.
If it's a K, it's west. If it's a W, it's east.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to go to this diner.
Pop's Diner. I kind of wanted, like, this kind of looks a little bit like the diner in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
It does. It does.
You know, where Chet...
You talking about that little girl that got murdered?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It kind of looks a little bit about that. I kind of wonder if that was young Irene. Wouldn't that be trippy?
That would be trippy. Yeah. Those drugs are legal. Oh, yeah. This is not going to be...
Yeah, not good for the receptionist. I'm just saying.
No.
This would be the point where you run out the door.
Yeah, see... He's not just showing her horrible things.
No, he's crushing her skull.
He's crushing her skull.
And you get nice little crunching sounds.
Crunching sounds and blood just rushing everywhere.
And shaky cam.
And gross.
I hate shaky cam.
I can handle it in small doses, but when it's a whole movie, I gotta be far back from it.
Ruined Bourne Identity for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I get motion sickness, so it ruined it for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Got a light.
That's why I have a hard time playing video games. I can barely play video games.
Hi, DJ guy.
Gross.
Crunch.
Crunching noises.
Record scratch.
All right. All right, now you are going to listen to my broadcast. And here she is sitting in her room remembering her date, which, I remember doing that.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Shadow knows. This is the water. All right.
It's the Rush Limbaugh program. Oh.
Drink full and descend. The horse is the white of the
eyes and dark within.
Dark within.
And if you're thinking this guy looks a little bit like Abraham Lincoln, it's because the actor playing him plays Lincoln in a lot of plays or a lot of movies and stuff.
Well,
His the actor's name is Robert Broski, by the way.
Okay.
But that Lincoln beard of his is genuine.
That's pretty impressive.
Yep. So it's like evil Abraham Lincoln here.
All right.
Now he's really into this mantra, and apparently this mantra is what puts the entire town to sleep.
Puts everybody to sleep.
And apparently for the sole purpose of getting the frog moth inside young Sarah Palmer.
Yeah, which is really kind of freaky.
It is. So all that was orchestrated.
Again, the frog moth is still walking.
Yes.
Somebody explain this to me.
Like, well, if somebody would pick me up, I could get there a little quicker.
Yeah, you have wings, dumbass. Yeah, and if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass a hopping. It is now...
Now, you could think he could leap. He's got frog legs.
It is now 8:45 in the p.m. I am going to be down at that store in exactly 12 hours to kick me some butt. Or my name ain't Nathan, Arizona.
Nice. Very nice Raising Arizona quote.
I'm a little sad that I did not say that 2 minutes ago because it actually is 8:47 right now.
Right. Exactly. You're slipping.
I just,
It's all right.
My timing is off.
It's all right. You're sick. We'll allow it.
Yeah, I've had a fever for a couple... Oh, my God, this thing is horrifying.
See, now it's flying. There you go.
I forgot how creepy this thing was.
It is. And it's like, right there, it's like one of your nightmares where you leave your window open and you're worried that a bug will get in your mouth or something while you sleep.
Oh, it will. Oh, it's gonna.
This one definitely does. And it doesn't just casually fly in there. It jams its way into her mouth.
And its little slimy frog body, there you go.
Well, she also opens up. She like this is part of the spell.
Yeah.
So essentially she takes it in. So okay, who's for snacks, guys?
Oh, it is so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you want to stick to your diet, just watch this on a loop. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just going to vomit. It's so gross. And here we have the Woodsman still talking over the radio.
Yep. And he's probably thinking, is that damn thing in her yet?
Are you done yet, frog moth?
I'm kind of getting tired of repeating the same phrase.
Because I want to play some Nat King Cole next.
Coming up next on American Top 40, I'm Casey Kasem.
Long distance dedication.
Exactly. Coming in at number 5.
This guy's skull cracking noises.
Coming in at number 4, the receptionist skull cracking noises.
And at number 1, Sarah Palmer's gross bug mouth.
I miss talking with you.
We do have a good time. He just all of his finger was in that guy's head. All of his fingers were just 3 knuckles deep in there. That's just gross.
So that happened.
So yeah, he's done. Yeah, his work is done now.
Yep. It's Miller time.
Oh my God.
When it's time to relax, one beer stands clear.
For the best of times. Yeah. Make it Centauri times.
Now I'm going to walk the earth like Kanan in Kung Fu.
What the hell do you mean walk the earth?
Walk the earth.
No, you're going to be a bum, okay? Because without a job, a residence, or legal tender, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be an effing bum.
No, I'm going to be a woodsman. I'm going to be effing
to be
woodsman.
Continued. And the episode is over, and
we got through it, you guys.
We can't stand the fact that it's over.
And now here we
go. Buzzing noise is still going. The little wing flapping noise is just in her.
And she's got like a little hint of a smile. Do you see that?
Little bit, yeah.
Bit of a smile now she's got her tummy's all full with yummy bug frog moth.
Oh.
So apparently that thing has been gestating in her since the 50s.
See, this is what we need now.
So now we need to know why. So apparently, that creature that we see later in the series, or that this evil force that's inside Sarah.
Yeah, I feel we need a Sarah Palmer story.
Pretty much.
Because this is I just feel so bad for her on so many levels.
Well, and there's so much that's missing here.
Yeah.
There's I need to know more. So this would be
seriously.
This would be ripe territory to explore in Twin Peaks season 4.
Yep.
Or at least another Mark Frost novel.
Something. I need something going on here.
Because this thing is ripe for exploration.
Oh,
As a writer, I'm looking at this going, I would have so much fun with this.
Oh my gosh.
Exploring this.
Kids. Yeah.
But that's our episode, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. So smoke them if you got them. All right. So I already talked about the Emmy Awards, but I did want to bring up some trivia really quick.
All right.
So in addition to that, the scene where the fireman's creating the orb that we just watched, visually based on a painting by David Lynch.
Oh, very cool.
And while shooting the scene, the performers were unaware that Laura was going to be part of the scene.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, that was added in post-production.
Nice.
So I'm sure they were surprised when they watched the final cut.
I'll bet they were. I know I would have been.
Yeah. So as far as they knew, they were just carrying around this ball, Golden Globe or whatever. And
yeah, the golden ball.
So it's what purpose does this serve? Well,
everything.
So the frog moths.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, doesn't it? Yeah. So apparently in an Inland Empire extra, presumably on the DVD set, it's called Quinona. David Lynch narrates a story in which he encountered creatures he described as frog moths.
Yikes.
Yeah, he later confirmed in his Room to Dream autobiography that they appeared in Twin Peaks: The Return. So apparently, he says the frog moths came from Yugoslavia. This is his quote here.
Okay.
When Jack and I were in Europe, I don't know who Jack is.
Jack Nance.
Oh, Jack Nance. Thank you.
Yeah.
Obviously, duh. This is why we make such a great team. So when Jack Nance and I were in Europe, we caught the Orient Express in Athens to take us back to Paris. So we were going up through Yugoslavia, and it's really, really dark.
Okay.
At a certain point, the train came to a stop, and there was no station, but we could see people getting off the train.
All right.
When I got off the train, I stepped into this soft dust that was 8 inches deep, and it was blowing, and out of the earth, these huge moths, like frogs, were leaping up, and they'd fly and flip and go back down again. So that was the frog moth. Things just sort of show up in the world of Twin Peaks, unquote.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's horrifying on a lot of levels.
I can't imagine seeing those things while you're in Yugoslavia, of all places.
Oh my good Lord. Jeez.
It's what, did Dracula send these things after me? What's going on?
God.
It's what thing from hell is this?
What demon from hell spawned thee?
What fresh hell is this?
Oh, what in the living hell is out there?
So now Mark Frost, on writing this episode, he said, quote, the idea obviously, or well, not obviously, was that we'd never done anything close to what you might describe as a Twin Peaks origin story, where this pervasive darkness and evil came from.
Yeah.
On the page, we wrote it in great detail. I think it was maybe 12, 15 pages. But as we were putting down the descriptions, I knew David was going to take that as the blueprint for something extraordinary.
And this is why the two of them together is just lightning in a freaking bottle.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He continues. He ran with it and elevated it to a whole other level. The atomic explosion was probably half a page as written. but I knew in David's hands it could run as long as 10 or 12 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
it would be riveting, which it is.
Heck yes, it would be.
It said it was certainly a narrative departure from what we had done before. There was no question about about that, but it needed to stand apart. It needed to blow your mind, and certainly did it. And he says, "So, mission accomplished." Unquote.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys.
You definitely succeeded in blowing our minds with this one.
Oh man.
Yeah,
this is just the most amazing hour of television I have literally ever seen.
Just thought I'd share that with everybody.
Oh, so fantastic.
Excuse me.
So good.
So, do I need to guess your rating for this one or no?
Oh, this is absolutely a 10 out of 10. Frog moths.
Yeah, nice.
Frog moths, Laura orbs.
That's
Senorita Dido eye makeup.
Yeah.
Sessions.
You totally stole both of mine. So I was going to go. That's all right. 10 out of 10. I was going to do either Laura Palmer orbs or frog moths too. So.
All right. Sorry.
That's all right. We can do speckled eggs with spouting.
That's a good one.
I don't know, something like that.
That's a good one.
But or Woodsman. We can do
10 out of 10
Woodsman.
10 out of 10 question marks.
There you go. Yeah. Question mark. Yeah.
Question mark.
Exactly.
Yep.
But this is a solid 10 from both of us, you guys. This is
solid 10.
This is Twin Peaks, one of its finest moments.
This is the finest moment in the history of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
I don't know if I think I would go with the pilot for the finest moment of Twin Peaks. No,
it's this, and then when Bob gets out of Leland.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Leland's final episode.
Yeah, Leland's final episode, I think, is after this.
Yeah,
and then I would say probably Fire Walk with Me, and then the pilot, and then the final episode.
Yeah,
is how I would rank it.
Right,
but Leland's final moment has so many great moments of everybody.
Yeah,
But
it says a lot when this is like in that ballpark. No matter if this is your favorite or not, it's definitely in the ballpark.
This is unbelievably fabulous.
Yeah. So this is a home run, obviously.
Oh, totally.
Total home run. All right. So I don't have any feedback. I know we've been off for a month, so no.
I know there've been a lot of crickets going on. I'm sorry about that, kids, but I hope you are enjoying us.
Yeah,
we're getting likes on the Facebook page, which is nice.
Yes, we are. So we're over 100 now. We're 102.
Yes!
So thanks for everybody that's liked us on Facebook, pushed us over 100.
Sweet.
Because I thought it was a little like, why can't we get over 100? So you guys pushed us over. So thanks to you guys. All credit to you. Hopefully we can get now obviously we have to go to 150. That's the next goal.
Yeah, that's our next goal.
So 150, hopefully. So please share us with your friends. If they don't know about us, we definitely appreciate that.
Yep.
Otherwise, you can reach us in addition to Ghostwood Twin Peaks Podcast on Facebook. You can reach us at Ghostwoodcast on Twitter or on the Gmail. Ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ghostwood. Oh, sorry, I already talked about Facebook, of course. So
Yep.
Yeah. So that's plenty of places you can find us. Xan, where can they reach you on the interwebs?
Well, I'm of course on the Facebook page. I'm one of the moderators of our Facebook page, and Xan Sprouse, and I'm also on the Twitters and the Instagrams as Udinax19.
Nice.
And what about you, Charles?
Well, I got to take a deep breath. So obviously, I'm at Charles Skaggs on Twitter, at Charles Skaggs on Instagram, Facebook, of course, Charles Skaggs in Hilliard, Ohio, and my blog of geeky things. I know you missed this, right?
I did.
Damn good coffee and hot.
Damn good coffee and hot. Where I talk about all the stuff we talk about here on Ghostwood, including Twin Peaks news, any kind of David Lynch stuff, comic book sci-fi stuff, news of my other podcasts I do for Southgate Media, including Phantom Zone Podcast, where I do that with Jesse Jackson, where right now we're running down reviewing episodes of HBO's Watchmen, which has been spectacular.
Heck yeah, you are.
All kinds of spectacular. So please, it's a fantastic series. It's kind of doing for TV what the Watchmen comic book did for comic books back in the day. So very innovative and some magnificent storytelling. Did not expect this show to be this good as it is. So,
no.
So please check that out. And then if you're so inclined, please check us out on Phantom Zone. We're having a ball talking about that. Titan Talk, the Titans podcast that I also do with Jesse Jackson, where we just finished up Titans Season 2, and we're going to do a little season review special with a friend of ours, DJ Nick. And,
all right.
Yep. And then we're going to review the first 3 episodes of Crisis on Infinite Earths,
Oh, okay.
the big CW crossover.
Yep.
So we're going to do all 3 episodes in one little special. DJ Nick is going to join us for that as well.
Cool.
So that should be a lot of fun to talk about because Crisis looks all kinds of great. Lots of cool people coming back for that. Kevin Conroy is going to be Batman, you guys. How great is that?
So great.
Finally get to see Kevin Conroy on screen as Bruce Wayne. That's fantastic.
I love me some Kevin Conroy.
Brendan Routh back in the Superman suit. This time as the Kingdom Come Superman.
I can't help it. I like Brendan Routh.
I do too. He's a very
Yeah.
underrated Superman in my opinion.
I think so too.
So I'm very happy about that. Lots of other great cameos. Tom Welling's back as Clark Kent. Erica Durance as Lois Lane.
Yep.
And probably a lot of other great surprises as well. So,
Yep.
So check that out on the Phantom Zone podcast and Titan Talk to Titans podcast. We'll be doing those too. So, also Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast, where as Xan has proven as one of our special guest companions, that we're talking all kinds of classic modern Who on that Doctor Who. And hey, we just got news that Doctor Who Series 12 starts up again on New Year's Day 2020.
Yeah, there's no Christmas episode this year.
Not again. Nope. Just another New Year's
interesting.
Day. But we do get cliffhangers again. And Jodie Whittaker is back. And so we're going to be switching back to a weekly review format for the new season.
Nice. Okay.
So stay tuned for that. We're going to be looking for a new hopefully female special guest companion, or actually new partner in time, because our previous partner in time, Karen Lindsay, unfortunately developed some serious health issues.
Yeah, poor Karen. She's struggling.
And had to step down. So we'd definitely like a woman's perspective on the show.
All right.
So I'm just going to throw that out there to anyone that might be interested.
Well, I'm interested in guest starring on occasion.
Yeah, well, you're always welcome. So
yeah, so
if you, I know you're always busy though.
We're out of Auton episodes, unfortunately.
Exactly. How do you feel about Cybermen or no? Because they're back, and Jadoon's back, and even the ones from the Runaway Bride. The spider.
Oh yeah, the spider.
The
spider
ones. I can't believe I'm blanking on the name, but yeah, they're back.
I can't believe it either. But yeah, and I can't. What are those fat babies?
Oh, you mean the
what are those called?
The adipose.
No. Like the aliens that look like fat babies, and they take over people. Oh, I can't.
Fat babies that take over people.
They kind of have baby faces, I think, but they're like kind of big fat aliens, and they have to be.
Oh, the Slitheen.
The Slitheen, yes, thank you. I love them.
All right, now I know.
I don't know what they're called, but I liked those characters. I thought they were sarcastic, and I liked them a lot.
Yeah, they farted a lot though, so.
Yeah, they do fart a lot.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, we're gonna be starting that up. So everybody, please check that out too. So I definitely appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right.
And if you're looking, if you want to see the new James Bond trailer, you should go to Charles's blog, because that's where I found it.
Yep. And I got a big rundown of everything that takes place in the trailer. So if you're looking for a decent breakdown, I think it's a decent breakdown.
If you're looking to nerd it up with that trailer. Exactly.
And it looks very cool. I'm a big Bond geek, so I'm very excited by this. And looks very promising. What's her name? I can't remember her name, but she's
the new 00?
No, not Lashana Lynch. I mean, she looks very cool too.
Okay.
Yeah. But the one who's wrote the screenplay, I'm trying to remember her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name either.
I'm going to look it up. I should know this. She voiced L337 in Solo, a Star Wars movie.
Yes, that's right. And I cannot think of her name either.
It's very frustrating, isn't it? This is where I'm
I
showing.
know,
this is where I'm showing my age. I'll give you that. I'm apparently going very senile here.
I'm blaming the flu and the fever.
Yeah. See, I don't have that excuse. I'm just apparently senile. But
no, that's fine.
let's see here. What is it? It's driving me crazy. Where's the? All right. Of course, you don't have the screenplay here. Stupid Wikipedia. You suck.
Of course not. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. All right. So
you guys know who we're talking about.
You know who we're talking about. You can look it up on IMDb or something.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, so yeah, that's and then posted all kinds of other stuff there. So please check that out on my blog.
Totally check it out.
All right.
So Charles.
Yes.
I think this is it for us for 2019.
Yeah, apparently, because we got Star Wars interrupting our schedule.
We got stupid crap to do.
And holiday stuff and
holidays and Star Wars and all kinds of stuff. So when we come back,
it's actually probably a good place to break, even though we were away. So I feel kind of bad that we're breaking again. We
need to take some time. Everybody. The thing is, people want to listen to Christmas music.
That's true.
Instead of podcasts right now. I don't know, Charles, have you been Whamageddon'd yet? Because I have not been, because I haven't been out of the house.
Nope.
So I'm surprised. Although I wonder does it count like if you Whamageddon yourself in your own brain? Because that song's in my head now. So, but yeah, I haven't gotten Whamageddon yet. So yeah, people have things to do. They don't, once it's the new year, we'll be here for them.
Exactly. So the question is obviously, what are we going to do when we come back in January?
Well, I think we might have some guest speakers.
Right.
We might keep talking.
And we also still have half the return to go back through.
We have some return to go through.
The back half.
We've never done the Criterion Mulholland Drive.
No, we have not.
So there's stuff to do, Charles. There's things we can do.
All right. So stay tuned. We're obviously going to plan this out and hopefully have something better for you than just us kind of pitching ideas to you about what we're going to do.
We'll figure it out.
But if nothing else, we will do the back half at some point. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
And like I said, you can check us out on the Why Is This a Thing podcast. In the meantime, if you haven't already, that would be great. I'm sure they'd love that. And, it was kind of nice to get our podcast, get a little exposure out there too.
That was great. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. All right. So anything else before we sign off?
Happy holidays, everybody. Happy Advent, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Boxing Day, happy New Year. All of the happy birthday. If it's your birthday, I got like 5 friends who have a birthday on the 19th. So, for all of you Valentine's Day babies.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is like 9 months before Christmas, so. So, have a great holiday. Stay safe in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And
thanks everybody for listening to us during 2019. We know you got a lot of podcasts to choose from, and we really appreciate that you guys check out our little Twin Peaks podcast.
We're glad you add us to your rotation, and I hope we make your podcast time entertaining.
And we'll come back fresh in 2020 with a vengeance, and hopefully have an even stronger year than that.
Heck yeah.
Exactly. So thanks you guys for listening once again, and we'll see you in 2020 with episode 66. Right
Get
here.
Your kicks.
Exactly. Ghost with the Twin Peaks podcast. Goodbye, everybody.